All right, everybody. Welcome to One Degree, where we are trying to move humanity and consciousness 1 degree. So we are hoping to make the world a better place. Um, my name is Akashik, and this is my brother Reedy. And together, we talk about all type of philosophical things, metaphysical things, holy texts, biblical, all type of different things that we just like to talk about, and hopefully you can get something out of it as much as we get out of it. So, Reedy, my brother, how you doing?
Oh, good. Akashic, man. It's only been a few days, but it seemed like it's been forever.
I know it always does.
I love our talks, and I don't hope that we're going to change the world. I know we are. Something's coming from this, man. I
I
feel it.
like
I
it.
know it.
I
And
totally agree.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this, and always good talking with you, man. Truly,
So
my brother.
today, we are going to talk about meditation. I know a lot of people try to meditate. I tell people about meditation all the time. And, some people it's easier, some people it's harder, but we're going to get into the nitty gritty. And I'm going to talk about some things that may rock your world a little bit and some things that you already know because it's you.
Yeah.
So tell me what's your thoughts on meditation? How's it been for you? How do you approach it?
Yeah. Fortunately, my wife recently came to me and wanted to spend more time in meditation. She knows how I feel about it. Um, this morning I kind of got lost into it, which got me behind on my schedule today to get here. It worked out, but I kind of get lost. I don't like to set a timer. I don't want to stop until I'm ready to come out of it. You know what I mean? And it is hard, man. It's difficult to clear your mind and ignore thought and realize it's not you. It's not who you are. It's just happening.
Hmm.
Gotta get lost and look inward. You know,
Yeah.
and I can't think of a better way than to get quiet and be alone and search.
Yeah. So like a lot of people like they get into that, and when they get to that final state of no mind, then they don't know what's next, if that
Hmm.
makes any sense.
No, yeah,
And I know you're not, like I've studied quantum mechanics and all that stuff, and that's not necessarily your strength. Your strength is more biblical.
mm,
Um, but let me tell you something that happened, and you're gonna laugh at this. Me and you were sitting on the beach, and I was telling you my thoughts on how I no longer believe in reincarnation. I believe
mm,
there's only one carnation. And I was explaining to you the quantum physics behind it and all that stuff. You remember that?
yeah, yeah,
So we were sitting on the beach and I was telling you about why I don't believe in reincarnation anymore and blah blah blah. And we're gonna make a video on that one day too, because I know people are like, "What do you mean he don't be, whatever?" So anyway,
yeah.
I said to you, and you may or may not remember this, but I said to you, I said I told you a God paradox. And now I usually say this God paradox to very religious people just to get a rise out of them, just to see them kind of struggle with trying to answer it.
Yeah.
And I said to you, I said, the God paradox is, can God make a rock that he himself cannot move? And usually when I say this to most religious people, they're like, what kind of question is that? Like they give me this look. But do you remember your answer?
Man, I honestly I don't right now. Of course, if I had time to think about this more, I would.
So your
Obviously,
answer was he can do both.
yeah.
And that hit me like then I was the one looking at you stunned. I was like, oh my God, he just cracked the Da Vinci Code. Like,
Yeah, if it were that easy.
ever since that conversation, all the dots started to connect. My quantum physics, my quantum mechanics, the holy text, like all the dots started lining up. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. I didn't tell you about this because I knew we were going to have a talk on meditation. But Um, what happened was is that when you said that, it was like a bell went off in my head, and I understood why we need to do deep meditation. And I'm going to tell you just the basics of some quantum physics because I don't want to get too deep in it, not, because we don't have enough time. And I want the audience just to get a base premise of what I'm talking about. So, in quantum physics, there is a thing called superposition. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it probably from you.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have heard it.
So, and then this is Reader's Digest. So all you people who are watching, please don't lose your mind when I leave some things out because this is Reader's Digest.
Mm.
But there was a man named Erwin Schrodinger, and he was a quantum physics person. He's one of the godfathers of quantum physics, and
Physics.
physicist, and he proposed a thought uh, solution that uh, it's called Schrodinger's cat. And I don't know if you ever heard of that or not. So what he proposed is that if you take a cat and a decaying um, some type of decaying element and you put it in the right position, right, like atmosphere, like it has to be closed off from any type of thing that can influence it, and you close it in this box. He proposed that under the right conditions, the cat can be both alive and, for YouTube purposes, unalive. So the cat can be in two states at one time under the right conditions, and that we don't know what state the cat will end up until we observe it, until we open the box. But while it's in the box, it's in what's called superposition. It's on and off, not on or off, right? So
Okay.
that's a basic premise of superposition. So now, what you did for me when you said God can do both is that it instantly hit me. God can do both because God is always in superposition. Every single thing, every possible scenario is available to God because God always is in superposition. Call it supreme intelligence, call it whatever you want. People don't get too technical. But when you said that, it hit me like a brick. And so you and I, we are binary. We are either yes or no,
Hmm.
good, bad, hot, cold, light, dark. And that's how we operate our world. And we do that through the ego, our constant thinking and all this other stuff. We're constantly like, I want to do this, not that. I want to do that, not this. This is hot, this is cold, this is safe, this is chaos, blah, blah, blah. We build up all of this resistance in our head by operating like that. And when we sit still and let the ego go away, then we enter superposition. We enter yes and no, not yes or no.
Mm.
And when you enter superposition, you are in total alignment with source because it's it's not this or that, it's everything. And that's when you get like, if you have questions about, well, should I do this? Should I take this job? Should I start this business? When you are operating from the ego, you are saying I should or shouldn't. But when you sit still and go into superposition, which I've kind of coined it superposition meditation, is you become yes and no. And now being yes or no is not fixed. Like you could be 30% yes, 70% no, 40% no, 60% yes. But you are still a blend of everything, which makes all possible scenarios available to you.
Mm.
And so when you sit in deep meditation and you move you out the way, and then you become in harmony with the supreme intelligence and become in superposition, and then that's when you can download from the Akashic field and get all types of information. That's why they are building these supercomputers, these quantum computers, because All regular computers work on binary, 0 and 1. Quantum computer works on both. It's in both positions at one time, and because it has everything available to it, it can solve super computations in light speed because it's no matter how fast you make a computer, if it's in binary, it still has to do yes or no. But when
Hmm.
it's in superposition, it can blend yes and no.
Hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something struck me as you were saying that.
Hmm.
Be still, and know that I am God. And in my meditation today, um, two scriptures came to me. I think it's Luke, yeah, Luke 17, where he says, "The kingdom of God is within you," and then in Matthew 6:33, I think he says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be given to you."
Well, it says all the, and it's righteousness,
And his righteousness,
which
yes,
righteousness in the Bible means alignment.
alignment.
Anytime you see the word righteousness in the Bible, replace it with alignment.
Yeah,
So go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, I just uh, you were saying that, and all I kept hearing was, "Be still and know that I am God." He
And
is in
God is in
us.
superposition.
Yeah.
It
Which,
can make a rock
if
and
we're in
not make the
alignment,
rock.
we seek in where the kingdom of God is. We seek inward. If we be still and know that I am God, and just seek inward, every answer we could ever need is there.
There it
It is
is.
hard though. It is hard to get yourself still because there's so much going on in your mind every day, and worries, and which are less and less every day for me,
Hmm.
because I realize
It's
that
a journey, bro.
everything is available to me, you know, and I want it to happen right now. I want complete alignment, and to walk in it, you know,
Right.
and I know that I'll get there. It's learning how to get there and stay there. And
And this is the thing, Jay. I'm glad you said that. That's a very good point. Is we've been in superposition many times in our lives, but we didn't realize it. And I'm gonna
mm,
give you a couple examples. One is you and I both play sports all of our life. You played
yes.
baseball, I played basketball my whole life, whatever. And you know, like when you're pitching or you're hitting and you get in that zone, or like if when I'm playing basketball and then all of a sudden like I just can't miss.
Mm,
Like it's just flowing. Like when you run and you get in that runner zone and it's like time and space just evaporates and you just like I can run all day. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's superposition. Like when you take the results out of it, when you just focus on the moment and you put yourself aside, you can enter superposition at any point in the day. We do it unconsciously, but like when you get in that zone and that basket just is wide open, you will get
Mm,
in superposition and you're not worried about stats, you're not worried about results, you're not worried about win or losses. You are just in that moment and everything time just slows down. And then the only way you come out of superposition is when the ego says, "Oh my God, I just hit 5 shots in a row. Oh
mm,
my God, I just hit 3 home runs." Then
mm,
instantly you're out of superposition. Or when you're like jogging and you're like, "Oh my God, I just ran 3 miles." Once
mm.
the ego, I remember I told you it has to be in the right conditions. Once the ego gets involved, you are out of superposition.
Yeah.
Superposition can only occur when you are out the way.
Mm. Which is the difficult part.
I
And
know, right?
it's been a while since I've played sports. I've definitely coached more since I've played sports. But in my workouts, there's days when I don't even feel like I'm the one doing the work. It's like I just see my body working outside. Like I see my hands moving the weight, and I know it's heavy, and I know I'm putting the work in, but sometimes I'll just get lost in that
Yep.
workout, and
You're just in a
man,
moment.
and there's been times my wife has to come get me. She's like, "Hey, you've been out here long enough. What are you doing? You got stuff to do." I'm just working out. Just get lost in it. Just get lost in, I don't know. Just
Yeah. So that's why, like, I call it superposition meditation now. And that's why I coined it that,
Yeah.
because when you go into superposition meditation, you not you when you move yourself out the way and you quiet the mind and you just become one with source, then all possible scenarios are now available to you.
Mm.
It's polarity. A polarity only exists on this third dimensional realm. Other than this third dimensional realm, there is no time, space, or polarity. There's only oneness. And getting into superposition takes you back home, basically, where we're supposed to be. And you
Yeah.
get into that zone, like you said. You ain't even thinking about it. You just like, man, you know what? I'm just doing what I'm doing. And all of a sudden, like you said, she's coming out like, John,
What,
really?
what are you doing out here, man? We got dinner plans. I'm sorry. It
So that makes sense about the whole meditation. That's why we need to
absolutely
meditate,
does.
is because it takes us home. It takes
Yeah.
us to our home. It takes us out of this third dimensional realm of polarity and it puts us back where we're supposed to be. And we've lived like this for X amount of years, however many years you're alive. I'm not going to tell my age, but but
51. 51.
but it's like a groove of a record. We
Mm.
become accustomed to our will, not the infinite's will. And until we can shut our will off and move us out the way, then the mirror is going to reflect our ego and not who we truly are. And that's why super
Our
meditation is
divine
important.
nature.
Our divine nature.
Yeah.
Our
Which
divine
is
nature.
abundance and everything, health, wealth in life.
Yeah. Like I said, we are made in the image and likeness of God. It says it in the Bible.
Mm.
And anything other than limitless thinking is a lie.
Yeah.
And we have believed the lie because we believe that this third dimensional realm is real. Now, we have to operate in it. I'm not saying go out in front of a car and act like the car is going to avoid you or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we place all of our emphasis on conditions, on the material realm, on if we have this or that. If you could sit still and move that out of the way and just become one, all possible scenarios become available. And like, should I start a business? Or I want to be a millionaire, or I want to heal this ailment. Things will come to you in the order, because when you flow in the river of one, when you are present, you're flowing against the river. When you're not present, the river will take you the most easiest, simplest, smoothest way. And
Mm.
that's where superposition meditation is super important.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just hard to let go of control.
It
You know,
is.
you think there's something you have to do. You just have to you just have to know.
Hmm.
You just have
Yeah.
to know.
And when you get in superposition, you can almost extrapolate that as like enlightenment.
Yeah.
Like you're just
Yeah.
one with source. And it
Yes.
just feels so good. Like it's just like you said, you lose yourself and then an hour goes by or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
I meditate every night at 8 o'clock, from 8 to about 8:45, 9. Like I said, I don't put a time on it, but at 8 o'clock, my lights go out, my phone is off, TV is off, and I go into my meditation. And then when I come out, um, it's like I have answers, like especially like I'm writing my second book now, and like so many things have come to me coming out of that meditation. It's just amazing
Mm.
how that works, and it's because I'm letting go and letting God, the infinite source, supreme intelligence, take me in the direction that I'm supposed to go, not in the direction that I'm trying to will myself to go.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's how we all are. It's how we all operate. I mean, we think we think we have some control or power, which we do, as long as we know it's not us, it's not this body, it's consciousness, it's creation, it's God, it's the universe, it's
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. It's yeah. I mean,
We're,
it's
we're consciousness in a car, and we've given the car full control.
yes, Yes, we have. And if we're believing lack, that's what that's what we'll create for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what will happen. We create our reality, what we believe to be true. And it's hard. It's really hard because it's been, I don't know, over 40 years of bad thinking. And
Well, that's where you got to give yourself grace
yeah,
because you know, I think I sent you a text the other day, and this came to me when I was walking and basically in the zone, and I sent you this text and I said, life isn't about how many times you get hit, it's about how many times you can get hit and keep moving forward. And so every time, like when you find yourself slipping back into the old you or, missing the meditation, it's not about that. I mean, because we've done things in our way for so long, it's going to take a while to rewire those nerves
yeah,
and rewire those habits and thought processes to get back into true alignment. And that's, the teachings of Jesus. He always said, I and the Father are one. That's another thing. Whenever you see Father in the Bible, replace that with consciousness. I
yeah,
and consciousness are one. And
yeah,
he preaching that. He was trying to tell people like, don't look at the outer world and all these things. Store up your treasures up in heaven where they can't rust and moths can't get to them and they won't. He was
yeah.
telling you, go inside, go inside, go inside. But instead, we want to believe in this chimera, this illusion, and because of that, we are slaves to the matrix
And prior to all of his miracles, he would rest. He would go into meditation. He
all
would
the
go away
time,
from the crowd.
all the time.
Yeah, he would prepare himself. Yeah, he would get back to alignment with the source, with consciousness, with the Father.
Superposition.
Superposition.
Everything was available to you.
Yes.
Everything.
And then he walked in that. And he, like when the lady that had the blood disorder knew if she just touched him, he's walking to a crowd of people.
Hmm.
He touches his clothes and he says, "Who touched me?"
Who touched me?
There was people touching him all over, but it was, she believed that he had healing power, and he felt that healing power leave him when she touched him. That alignment that he went and got, he felt her take that because she believed it. And they were connected because she has the same consciousness.
Right,
We're all connected.
right.
She just took it because she finally believed. She thought it was him, but it was her.
Hmm.
Her belief made her whole. Her knowing made it happen.
Outside of this third dimensional realm, there's less me and you and more us.
Hmm.
Like we're ice. I would extrapolate the quantum field as being water, and I would extrapolate the source as being vapor. And you've worked with metals your whole life.
Yeah.
When metals get heated, they expand. That's why you got to use coolant to keep them cool.
Yeah.
So that's just like us. Like at a base solid rate of vibration, we are this material world. But outside of this up into the upper realms, then as you vibrate faster, then you become water. And if you vibrate even faster, you become vapor. So that's just how it is, man. It's just how
Yeah.
it is.
I'm curious. I'm certain because you're a lot more well read than I am, especially on meditation and other religions other than Christianity. I grew up in Christianity
Mhm.
and studied the Bible pretty hard for a while. You're always looking for the answers, always looking in the wrong direction, looking outward instead of inward. But what are some tips for meditation and helping yourself to get to that? I know you sent me some binaural beats, I think they
Yes.
were, which I've been using a lot of those. A lot of different frequencies. I know this is something that you're more into and knowledgeable about than I am.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
just curious.
yeah, getting into super consciousness, the best way to do it is making your brainwave go into the theta range, which is a drowsy state, which is the state that you're in when you're about to go to sleep and when you're about to wake up. That's when the mind is not occupied, the conscious mind is not occupied, and it's more easier to bypass so that you can get in superposition. Um, this is the thing for me. Like Neville Goddard and all of these great teachers, they talk about, implanting your subconscious mind right before you go to sleep and go and wake up. I don't know about you, but man, when I'm in right about to go to sleep, man, I'm about to pass out. Like I'm
Yeah.
bobbing,
Yeah.
like I'm like I ain't
Same.
thinking.
Same. Same.
So for me, the binary beats, if you get, and I'm just saying this for everybody, if you can listen to binary beats in the theta realm and while you're meditating, that is a way to switch your brain frequency and not necessarily be so drowsy that you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think the
Yeah.
binary beats are really good for honing in on being able to get into superposition. So I use those a lot. Sometimes I do nothing, but the one of the biggest things is that when you first close your eyes and the ego is chattering, you can't stop it from chattering. Because what's happened is you have gone through your day and had 20 to 30,000 thoughts. All of those thoughts are open-ended. So you haven't closed all of these thoughts. Man, I got to go pick up Johnny from this. I got to go to the store. I got to do this. I got to pick up my prescription. I got to call my mom, blah, blah, blah. So you have all of these open thoughts. The minute you close your eyes and try to meditate, all those thoughts are going to surface. Did we
Mm.
do this? Did we finish this? Did we clock out at work? Did we do the blah, blah, blah? You just have to sit there as the observer and let those thoughts close one by one. And as they close, the ego will stop talking and give it, about 10 minutes or whatever, and just let those, don't fight it. If you fight it, it's going to fight back. But let your mind close those 20,000 thoughts. And once the mind has nothing else to say, then you can go into theta.
Mm.
Then you can go into superposition. Like I said, like when you were playing a game, when you go into that zone, you're not even thinking about wins or losses or if I'm playing good or not. You just like in the flow. You're just flowing because the ego's not talking. You're in the moment. And that's the easiest way to place yourself is in the moment is to allow your mind to get out of itself. And that's my tips to getting into superposition meditation.
Yeah. I think the frequencies or the binaural beats or theta sounds, I guess it's a type of music, definitely help with quieting the room. You know what I mean? Just it's almost a distraction from thought, even.
Hmm.
Like I just can get lost in that sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which helps clear my mind. I, I've been off of work because I had vacation saved up, and I've been doing meditation in the morning. Like when I wake up, I go right into it, and I way more successful first thing in the morning, just waking up,
Yeah.
barely awake. Um, but I haven't had a full day of thoughts like you were saying there
Yeah.
before. Still, it's I still have my mind starting, talking,
Let it
saying,
talk.
yeah, yeah, and it's easier said than done at
It
first,
is.
especially, but it's a matter of staying at it. For me, it's
Absolutely.
consistency,
Absolutely.
just staying with it, and it does get easier. It
Yeah.
does. It is hard at first.
Well, Jay, look, we're gonna end it on that note, and we're gonna close this thing down. We don't want to give them too much, man. We want them
No,
to come back a
no,
little
no.
bit. But I think, man, if you don't mind, I've been wanting to do videos on this, but I think I'm gonna just do it with you on our podcast. I think the next 10 videos is each one we're gonna break down one of the 10 commandments.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you the esoteric meaning to each commandment because I've always told you the Ten Commandments is the greatest thing ever written if you understand what it really means.
Hmm.
So I've been wanting to make videos on this series, but I think we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna break down. We're gonna break down one commandment at a time, and then we're gonna go through them. And I think people are gonna get a lot out of that, bro. And I
Yeah.
think you're gonna be shocked too, because I've
No, I'm
always
excited.
handed it to you, but I never given
I'm
you the
excited.
full
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dose.
I'm excited for this. We've talked about it a little bit on the beach.
Right. All
We
right,
need to
people.
go back to the
Thanks a
beach.
lot for joining us. Me and my brother Reedy. We'll be back with another video. We're gonna start the Ten Commandments next. We appreciate everything and 1 degree.
1 degree.